Grade 6 students at the Ianthe Pratt Primary School received a first-hand look at what it takes to execute the demanding job of a medical technologist and obtain knowledge on certain diseases like sickle cells, viruses like pneumonia, and medical procedures such as blood transfusions. All of this was done to give the students more knowledge on simple medical procedures and viruses they might not know anything about. Washington-based and Grand Turk-born medical technologist Benjamin Roberts conducted the experimentation.
I had an idea that maybe, people needed to be informed a little bit about health and education. A lot of times they go to the doctor or the hospital or the emergency room and they're bewildered. They don't know what's going on. So as a medical technologist, I do a lot of the testing that finds out what's wrong. So I think it would be good if they could get some understanding about what is done, to look in a microscope, to see bacteria, to see these things. So it's basically to educate people more about health, maintaining their health, and these students, maybe they would want a career in health of what I do.
A medical technologist is a healthcare professional who specializes in human body fluids and other specimens. Medical technologists work in clinical laboratories, hospitals, and doctors' offices.
It's really a thrill for me to come here and see these kids dressed in the uniforms that I used to be dressed in before I went away, went to Jamaica, then went to the United States and got my qualification.
This sixth-grade teacher was thrilled by the presentation and claimed that students displayed a newfound interest in health careers.
The children in grade 6, they do a topic that we call diseases. And what Mr. Roberts did this morning was very informative and it was very timely. And based on the interaction from the class, I can clearly say that I think some of my students may be considering careers in health.
The students at Ianthe Pratt also talked to our cameras and expressed their thoughts on the presentation. This 11-year-old student talked about her newfound interest in drug transfusions and thought the presentation was very helpful.
One of the reasons why I enjoyed it was because when I grow up, I want to be a doctor, and I think that that's going to help me in the things that I'm going to be doing. And one of my favorite part of the lesson was we got to look through a microscope, and we could see the blood and everything in it. So it was kind of nice.
This student explained that his favorite part of the presentation was learning about different diseases.
We actually got to look into a real-life microscope to see a sample of somebody's blood.